Greetings from the House of Representatives. This is your 12th District Representative, Condotta, and it's the going into the third week now, see how fast it travels, of the session, and things are ramping up quite quickly. But I want to take a little side note before we go on to state issues and talk about something very important that happened on a national front today. There was an announcement by a coalition bipartisan group in the Senate in Washington, D.C. about immigration. Immigration is one of the most important issues for the 12th District, our legislative district, and we're very excited that there's a potential for an agreement on immigration in Washington, D.C. That would be the most positive thing we've seen come out of that city in a long, long time. So be aware, we'll be tracking that and watching it from a state level also. Now, at the state level, lots going on, as I said, ramping up quickly because this Senate coalition, which you've heard so much about, it's an interesting mix between Republicans and Democrats, creating a coalition majority. It's tentative to some respect because it only hinges on one vote. And so it's kind of interesting that there seems to be a hurry to get things done in case this should come apart. We hope it doesn't, because it's creating great bipartisan work on the Senate side, particularly in the areas of small business, which is what I deal with so often. So we are seeing them move the bills quickly through these committees and onto the floor. I expect they'll be voting bills this week. That's unusual, but the fact is they want to get these bills up and out in case something happens. That's good news. It'll get over to the House. We'll have a chance to hear those bills and hopefully have a chance to act on some of them, including some major worker comp reform bills. You know, the question was asked in the hearing on worker compensation is why does it cost 97 cents an hour to insure a worker in North Dakota and it costs almost $5 an hour for the same worker in Washington State? Well, the answer would be the benefits are different? No, they're not. North Dakota's benefits are every bit as good as ours. So the fact is we've got some work to do there. Finance Committee is starting to listen to a lot of finance bills. There's a lot of tax exemption bills, a lot of proposed taxes coming down the pipe. That's the good thing about being on the Finance Committee is I get to see every one of those and weigh in on them so we can keep a close eye on what's going to happen, particularly again around agriculture. Very concerned that there will be adjustments to the exemptions for agriculture right when our folks are getting back on their feet and feeling good. We'll see. Government accountability and oversight. Yes, we're getting your emails. A lot of questions about the new marijuana program. It is just really being put together. The public input meetings have been done across the state or are being done. Those will come back to us. We'll sit down with the LCB every week from now to the end of session. This is a weekly meeting. The four of us from all four corners. We have 4 representatives from each caucus meeting to discuss how we're going to set up this vertically integrated market for the state of Washington. And of course, we're still waiting to hear what the feds are going to say about that whole program. We do expect to have it pretty well ready by the end of the session to roll out. Lots more coming in the near future. We start to move to the floors soon. You'll see more and more action. Stay tuned here. Look forward to talking to you next week. Thank you.